2017 Hyundai Tucson. It was occupied by 3 people. 2 people exited the Tucson and started chasing the victim into the store. The victim realized what was going on, and he entered the store to try to utilize that as an avenue of escape. Once inside the store, the suspects violently attacked the victim as he held on to his large sum of cash that he had just obtained from his bank. The suspects punched the victim at least 3 times in the head and kicked him in the head once he was on the ground at least 8 times based off of the surveillance footage. It is very violent, and the suspects will do anything to get the cash. During the altercation, a Good Samaritan attempted to assist the victim. He was also punched in the head and fell to the ground. The suspects did get some of the cash, as the bag that he was carrying tore open during the altercation, and they took off with some of the cash. As we released before, there was a witness. We do not believe this witness is directly involved. Based off of the surveillance footage, it appears this witness kind of caught on to what was going on, and as the suspects were leaving, they tossed some cash at him. He took it and left. We are interested in speaking with this person as a witness, not a suspect. If you are this person, please come forward. We would like to speak to you, and you are not in trouble at this point. At this point, we're going to go over the videos, and then we'll come back and I'll cover some of the jugging tips and safety tips for the holidays, and then I'll answer some questions. Thankfully, our victim is doing fine, and he did not suffer any serious bodily injury. Not to say he was not injured, but it is not serious, and he is doing much better and is cooperating with the investigation. This is an open investigation, and no further details regarding this specific robbery are going to be released at this time. We will update you guys when we make an arrest. And our robbery detectives and organized crime detectives are working very hard to solve this. To date, the Austin Police Department this year has fielded 129 juggings. Some of those are robberies, some of them are burglaries, some of them are theft from person. We've gone over the difference between those in the past several interviews. The total amount of cash that has been lost to our citizens and business owners in this community due to juggings this year is $1,322,319. That is business money lost in our community. Again, we need everyone's help. If you see something, say something. I'm going to go over some safety tips. First, I want to let you guys know we have posted on the Austin Police Department robbery website. That's www.austintexas.gov/department/robbery. For our financial institutions, there are several flyers and cards. There's some big, some small, you can keep in your wallet, both in English and Spanish, that are safety tips. So our financial institutions can log into that website and print those off, and please provide those to your patrons so that they don't have to endure what we just watched on that video. We all have to come together and help one another to stay safe, especially during the holidays. Some other safety tips we have for you is please take note of anyone hanging around the lobby or particularly in the parking lot. If you go into the parking lot and there's someone sitting in their vehicles, not getting out of the car, that is not normal behavior. Most people pull in, they go to the bank, they come out. If you see that, it might be better to come back at a later time. Go to the bank with someone, have someone with you. Sometimes that can help deter, again, we're not in the suspects' heads, but the more the merrier, right? Try not to be distracted while you're inside your financial institution. Take those earbuds out, stay off your phone, stay aware, look around, take note of anyone that you think might look suspicious. Notate in your head what they're wearing, what car they got into. When you leave the bank, please make sure that you're not being followed. Observe your rearview mirrors or observe your side mirrors. Take different routes each time. Be on the phone with someone perhaps until you get to your next location. Do not leave your cash in the car when you get to your next location. Please go directly to wherever you're going to be depositing or taking it to your business. Don't make any stops in between. That is usually when these things happen, when people make the stops right after their financial institution withdraw before they get to their business. Lock your car doors when you are in the car. Sometimes these juggings, the suspects will just run up, open the passenger door, grab the bag, and leave. Lock your doors all the time when you're in your car, even if you're inside, and especially if you're not in your car. If you believed you've been followed from my financial institution, please call 911, not 311. When you call 911, state, I just left my bank, I believe I'm being followed, please send an officer. So our dispatch has been advised about the jugging problem, they are aware, and they should send an officer. Find a safe place to pull over, the police station, fire station, EMS, go back to your bank, but please stay safe. No amount of cash is worth your safety or enduring an assault like we just observed. Any questions?
Pretty disturbing video. Do you have a message for people witnesses that may try and intervene in this case right now?
That's going to be an individual decision whether to intervene or not. Everyone is different in their level of fitness and abilities, so I would say that would be a personal decision whether you want to intervene or not.
There's been, I think you said 129 cases. How many arrests have been made so far?
I don't have those numbers up to date. We are working actively on numerous suspects. Sometimes it takes a lot of digital data to prove who these suspects are, even if we have a name. And a lot of that data takes time to come back from the companies from which it's been requested. So I don't have a number on arrests, but we do have numerous suspects identified and active cases open.
I know. I think you guys released like a long time ago, back in September, like a 31-year-old got arrested. So I mean, there have been like at least.
There have been some arrests, yes.
$1 million is a lot of money.
Yes.
So it looks like has this been going on a while, or is this just popped up, or?
Juggings have been going on for a long time. I think.
What time period is the $1 million?
Just this year.
Just this year?
Yes.
Sergeant Taylor, whenever we hear about juggings, we often hear that the victim is followed back to their residence or to, like an apartment, say. Does this indicate any kind of escalation is occurring, that it's happening in, broad daylight at a convenience store?
Most of them actually happen in broad daylight because that's when their banking institutions are open. Of course, the suspects don't know where you're going. They see you leaving a bank or some sort of financial cash withdrawal place, and they follow you. Based off of what we've learned from the suspects, there are other cars watching as well. They work in teams. So whether they decide to keep following someone or not, I don't know what dictates that. But they're going to, if they think you have cash, they're going to follow you wherever you go. In regards to residents and apartments, we highly suggest having some sort of camera system on the doorbells or on your home. The camera systems are really what helps us identify vehicles and suspects and clothing. Sometimes they have a particular style of clothing that's easy to identify.
Is there one particular part of town that is hit more often than others, depending on any stats that you have?
No.
And what are financial institutions saying about this? I mean, are they reaching out? Are they cooperating? Because it seems like if they're in their parking lot with all the security that is at a financial institution, what are they doing?
They have not specifically reached out. There are a couple of financial institutions who have done a better job at working with us on the surveillance system, and the faster we gain access to that, the faster we can identify a vehicle. But when it takes a week or 2 weeks to obtain the video, a lot of times they require legal service such as a subpoena to obtain that video. These suspects have left town and they've switched vehicles, and now we have nothing. The sooner that we obtain the vehicles descriptions on these juggings, the better. And so my recommendation is to the financial institutions is, as soon as officers arrive there, please provide your video. I know sometimes you have to consult with corporate, but this is a matter of safety for your clients, and we strongly urge you to release the video sooner and update your video systems and work with us on this as a team.
Kind of following up that look, so it's like north, south, east, west, it's all over? Or?
Every financial institution is subject to being targeted. Ultimately, it's the client, not the institution.
Sergeant, we often get questions when we report on this as to why they're called juggings versus like a robbery or a burglary and an assault. Can you explain why these crimes are called juggings and also how it affects the priorities from the department?
So, it is a robbery. If these people are caught, they will be charged with robbery. There's no specific penal code title for jugging. I don't know where that term came from. There are numerous answers if you want to Google it, but I won't be commenting on that here.
Fortunately, I think you've already kind of clarified it, but I mean, a lot of these times, these are like pretty aggressive actions by
Yes.
the suspects. Like, I think that there's some kind of, I think you kind of mentioned it, but how aggressive and how, abrasive are these suspects?
They're very aggressive, and they don't discern who you are if you're carrying cash. Like I said, they work in teams. They have multiple people. The element of surprise can really surprise you and stun you, to where some people don't put up a fight. Your safety is of utmost importance. So no amount of cash is worth your safety, but they are very aggressive.
You said this person pulled over, got out of his car. Once again, just what do you recommend if you think somebody's following you or something you may be?
Call 911 and head to a police station.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with us here on KXAN Live. Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We just heard there from a sergeant from Austin Police Department's robbery unit talking about this violent jugging robbery that happened just last weekend in Southeast Austin. What the police are saying is that they are searching for these two men plus a getaway driver that carried this violent attack out. The police are saying that the victim withdrew some cash at a bank and then noticed someone following him and went to this convenience store, and when he went inside, the suspects in this case rushed in, attacked him, and then took some cash and ran out. The police are now looking for these two men who covered their faces during the robbery and attack, as well as their vehicle, this newer model Hyundai SUV. No license plates are available to share right now except that one in the back right there, but we have a closer look at this picture on our website, kxan.com. Police shared this video just a few moments ago, but we'll watch it again. And it shows when the suspects rushed into this convenience store in Southeast Austin. This is located in the 1700 block of East William Cannon Drive in Southeast Austin. There you can see the suspects pummeling the victim there on the ground, punching him and then kicking him in the head, trying to get the cash away. The police are saying that as of this year, we're reaching the end of the year, but they have fielded 129 jugging cases this year alone, resulting in more than $1.3 million lost. The police shared some safety advice, and you can listen back to our live stream as soon as we wrap it up for that information. We also have it available on our website. There you see this is an outside view of the store as the suspects chased the victim into the store and where they attacked him and then ran out with the cash. You can find this video available on our website, kxan.com. The police are saying that the victim in this case is doing well and did not suffer any serious injuries. However, they do need some help in locating the suspects. So if anyone has information that can help police solve this violent jugging case, they're asked to call these numbers. The Austin Police Department's tip line is 512-974-TIPS. You can also leave any kind of helpful advice anonymously at Austin Crime Stoppers. That's at 512-472-8477. Those numbers are also available on our website. So if you want to revisit that, it's available at kxan.com. I want to thank you all again for watching here on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. Thanks for sticking around with us and tuning into this information. If you can help, please assist the police. Thank you all again. We'll see you back here another time. Take care, everybody.